Hey guys, welcome to another video. It is update time. It is officially cycle day 4 of cycle 36. AF showed up. I didn't do a 14 DPO pregnancy test and I started feeling the signs in the late afternoon, and by the next day AF had arrived in all her glory. I have to say I was okay with that. I was not as disappointed as I have been in the past. I think as I said many times, January was kind of a weird month, and I'm okay to be moving forward. Now, I will say it is cycle day 4. It took me probably a couple extra days to film this update because I've been thinking about a few things. And those of you who don't know, I did get a ultrasound and a pelvic x-ray done as kind of a pre-step to getting more testing done. So kind of as a way to show me and give me the additional motivation to maybe get a HSG, or just to generally check out my tubes, check out all sorts of other things that we could possibly test for at this point moving forward. Now, I have mentioned again in the past that I have I have issues when it comes to medical procedures. I believe it has, like, I used to have it a little bit, not too crazy, but ever since Iris's birth, it has just, with the way everything went, the emergency itself and the process, and after like 2 weeks later I was back in there for a D&C. It was, I don't think I had realized how much trauma that had left. And I realized a few days ago when I received a comment from someone who asked me, it was more of a statement rather than a question, but at the same time it was a question along the lines of, what if the stress and the trauma caused by getting to the end result, to the pregnancy and a baby, kind of ruins the joy of said pregnancy and baby? And it really, really hit home in that I realized I was pushing myself beyond my comfort limits, beyond my limits of not just comfort as in, try getting out of your comfort zone for a little bit, trying something new. I have been feeling physically sick at the idea of doing extra tests. And I have really, really been struggling and stressing over doing extra things and trying, because I do feel like it is something that would help in our journey, our TTC journey. But at the same time, I also feel like the fact that I'm okay with testing, the fact that I'm okay with, as in pregnancy tests, and because a lot of people say, oh, you're stressing yourself out by testing every cycle, every month and doing this. That does not stress me. That is my way of coping and not stressing. However, I realized I have been causing myself a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and just kind of really getting in my head about, oh, you have to do more, you have to do this. It's been 3 years and almost 3 years, not 3 years, but almost like 2.5 years, and that it's been so long and you need to charge forward, whether you're uncomfortable or not. And I suddenly realized I am pushing myself to a very, very uncomfortable point, to a point where I am starting to actually physically not feel well. And it is taking away the joy of trying for a baby, of trying to conceive, of trying, it's difficult for me to say, and it's just the realization kind of hit me that yes, we do want to do more, but I feel like I would have a lot more motivation, a very different mindset had I not had children, had I only had one child. I think the fact that I have my 2 girls, and that sadly for me, my relationship with certain medical procedures, it's reached a point where I feel like the more I push myself, the more I feel like if I can't do this testing and if I can't push myself to do this and I'm feeling so bad about it, I should just stop. And at the same time, in my heart, I don't want to stop yet. I'm not ready. I'm not at that point. But I don't want this to make me stop, because do you guys understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm even being coherent. I have no idea. I'm just speaking from the heart and just trying to express my feelings, my emotions, my thoughts, which are an insane jumble. Minor interruption. What was I even saying? Anyway, I think I was probably going along the lines of, I don't know if what I'm trying to express is coming across. It's just, I don't want to pressure myself to the point where I am dreading this whole process more than I am actually enjoying the process itself. Because I have this thing with testing. I have always had this thing with like medical procedures of any kind. There was a few comments, all meant in the best way possible. I love the advice that I received. It is not even, there was a few comments saying that, I should just don't overthink it, just get a HSG or get, various testing and so forth. It's just that for me, I feel the more I think about doing these things, the way that they are done here at least, it really, really triggers memories for me that I don't want to trigger. And it makes me feel really, really sick and really, it doesn't help me in any way, shape or form. So at this point, as we are right now, based on the little testing that I have had done, based on what I can do at this point, there does not seem to be any really, really big indication that I do need to do more testing. So I'm not there yet. I don't know if I will get there. That is a whole other thing, just working on things. I, right now, am happy to just keep going as I am. Hubby is more than happy to keep going as we are for now, as long as it feels okay, as long as it's not stressing us and weighing us down and just creating a lot of negative emotions that should not be connected to TTC. So yeah, I have to say, I was kind of worried about talking about this because I have always been a bit of a people pleaser, and I feel that a lot of people in the TTC community, the majority is out of the best possible intentions. It's just everyone expects you to do more, to do more like testing and go through with everything and look into everything, and naturally that is what you want to do. You do want to do that. You do want to know what's going on. You do want to achieve the final end result that is a little bubba. But at the same time, I feel like I have started forgetting about me in all of this, and I was starting to fall into this little trap of everyone is expecting me to do more because it has been this many cycles, and I need to do more because that's what you would do at this point. Like you're this many cycles in, there's obviously something going on, you should be looking into it, or else you'll be like in this constant cycle of just doing tests and having negatives, and I kind of lost sight of me, of myself, of my mental health, because a lot of people are always questioning my mental health in regards to constant testing and just that's not what was affecting my mental health. So I need to refocus a little bit. I was tempted to to kind of take a break this cycle. I don't know if I will do it. And when I say break, let's be very clear. I will probably do an ovulation test when I start feeling ovulation symptoms. And I will probably do pregnancy tests because I just can't stop myself. But I'm gonna try and just not think about it too much. I'm enjoying doing a lot of, I have found that now that I have found reading again, I am falling into a lot of other things that I used to love and used to really, they would make me feel good and calm, and they would make me feel like me. And I'm just on this journey, I feel now, where I need to look after myself if I want this to happen. So that is where I'm at right now. I'm okay with it. It's the weirdest thing. I am okay with where we are right now. I accept the fact that for whatever reason, it has not happened until now. I refuse to accept the fact that it won't happen. I have had a lot of those comments as well, where it's like, it's obviously not gonna happen, so, I refuse to believe that it won't. I choose to believe that when it is the right time, that is when we will have our big, fat positive. And that is when everything will fall into place. That is what I choose to believe, and that is how we're moving forward at this point. Again, as I said in the past, and as you have noticed if you have seen me If you've been watching my videos for a while, things change. And I could change my mind in a month, I could change my mind in 6 months, I could change my mind tomorrow. Right now, I feel that we can keep going as we are because I want to find the joy and the peace and the positivity that I have had. I don't know if you guys have noticed that my positivity has kind of started waning a lot in recent videos. As I said, I've been so in my head about doing more and extra testing and extra, like all these medical things, that it just sucked away everything else. Like it just broke everything else apart and nothing else mattered. So I want to regain that faith and that positivity, and that I know that if this is meant to happen, it will. And that is how we are moving forward. And I hope you guys understand. And yeah, as I said, I could pretty much change my mind within the next few months, but who knows? Who knows? For now, I need to regain my positivity and my peace again, because I've definitely lost it and it's not good for anyone. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I am planning on doing other videos. Hubby's schedule for the entirety of February is the same mess up it was in January. So I'm just trying to get by day. So when I can, I'm going to be filming extra videos. I am going to try my best to just work with what I'm given each day. That is the plan. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.